Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes, and who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. Guess what episode it is? Number 200. Oh, what a ride. Welcome, motherfuckers. Working tomorrow. Fucking wild. Like 175. Is that what you're counting?
Oh, you know what it is? Watch.
This makes for great 200th podcasting. Joseph back on his computer.
Great. Well, I'm looking. I'm trying to get.
They'll have heard some fire ass music for the intro, so they're pumped right now. The audio, that is. I guess you do hear the intro music for the video too. It's just I can't hear it. But what are you looking for?
The microphone settings are off, so my mic is like super limited. And I'm not
I thought you were like trying to look something up.
Trying to check and see.
No, we can't even hear him.
You can't?
No, I can. Okay. Well, that sounded good. No, not anymore.
Is it doing that thing again? Absolutely not. Hold on.
It sounds good now.
Well, it's on here though. It's messing up. This drives me crazy. They say the future.
Oh my god. Shit's getting torn down.
There it goes. Boom. Fixed it.
Okay.
Let's redo it.
You want to redo it?
Oh, just start at the top. What it do?
All right, here we go, everybody. See if I can muster it again.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What it do? What it do? What it do? It is your boy Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes, and who am I with? As always, Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. What episode is it? Number 200. Oh, what a ride, motherfuckers.
Sorry, man. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I have so much shit plugged up to this like mega rig that I built. No, like
a laxative, homie.
I know, dog. A little milk of magnesia, a little Activia.
Oh, like you remember in Don't Be a Menace when he's like, "Oh, my milk of magnesia." Mm-hmm. The guy was he's like the African dude, but he's like always into like translucent white chicks.
Yeah, he's like the super pro African, but
he's like Nation of Islam.
Yeah. Oh yes. No. Sometimes I don't know. Just the mics will be bouncy, or my camera will be jumpy. Like it always does some sort of shit. But like I said, I've got.
Dude, I like a bouncy mic.
Okay, heard it here first.
Straight up. If it don't bounce, it's not a hit.
True.
It's like having Nate Dogg on the track.
Yeah. If Nate Dogg's on the track, you know it's a hit.
But if it ain't got that bounce, it ain't for me.
Psh, oh God.
Stripper bounce anthems. Holla at your boy. #.
Side note, I have been in love with the fact that Juicy J is just back into making like stupid ratchet music. Not that he ever stopped,
I
but
know, I
now
was
we're
gonna say.
having that like that resurgence where he's just saying like the easiest, cheesiest, dumbest bars, but for some reason it's fire.
Yeah. Like
I keep a lot
I
of
went through
heat,
a phase like
like Pat Riley. Just like
of like Juicy J, um, Big Frida, like mashup, like that kind of style.
yeah,
Yeah, I put out a few anthems like that.
he's just got some songs that are just so stupid but good. I'm just back into it, pulling up
Yeah,
to like Lowe's or something. I'm like,
that's where we are as a society. You don't want something to challenge you. You want a vibe.
I ain't Ricky Smiley. I'm just like, what are you really Ricky Smiley, bro? You dropped that. I love it. Geeked up playing Xbox all day. Um, no, man, you're doing good though. How's life treating you? Hats backwards.
Yeah, usually is. I mean, the people. I can't. This is the moneymaker, on YouTube's.
The
That's how.
YouTubes.
Yeah.
The YouTubes. You talking like a grandpa now?
Mhm.
I was watching a tutorial on the YouTubes about how to make my own canoe out of sticks in the yard. I think I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna sail away. Why don't you love me? It's like, Grandpa, stop. Sit down, please.
Yeah,
We love you.
that's where we're at.
You're gonna drown. You're gonna almost drown again in the lake. Don't make a fucking canoe, Grandpa. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. It's been windy as hell back here, but I'm pretty stoked. The fence I've been getting done is almost done. I got a gate. It's like a Civil War gate. I feel like it's like Battle of
Is
Little
there
Round
is there a
Top.
secret knock to get through the gate without any hassle,
Maybe
or is that a security breach? Is that
it might be a secret, but it could be like a secret handshake. Why is that?
that's what I'm saying?
It
Well,
could be.
nah.
Mounted a massive Eagles flag and put it on my house. It's huge. It's awesome. Everybody's got American flags on my street for the most part. I put up a massive Eagles flag.
Some would say the most American of flags.
So right now I have that up with a big, bright as fuck green light. Kelly green light since the Birds won last night. Shout out Birds. For that is an American football team from the city of Philadelphia for our listeners.
Oh, there we go, Jason.
Sorry, I'm doing better. Yeah, schmuck. Uh, but
Just like to provide context for the audience.
no, but side note. So I went. It was cool. There's a little block party thing. This neighborhood's like pretty trippy. It's cool, but there's a lot of. You can tell it hasn't changed a lot, and there was like kind of confirmed. Everybody's really nice, but it was definitely just an interesting mixture. Charlie Kirk poster was up, which is fine. It was just kind of a weird place. I brought a bunch of pizzas. It was pretty lit. Everybody loved it. But I met this guy who's on my street. He's crazy, dude. He's like a retired cop / horse dealer.
Nice.
Um,
So maybe this is how we get into the horse seeming game,
he might be the dude.
bro. This is our destiny that we manifested. For y'all that don't know, Joseph and I, this is episode 200, probably for at least 100 episodes.
You
And
reach a level of rich.
right, well, like we want to get into the horse semen
Well, because that's what I'm saying.
game.
You have to be.
But you have to be rich to get into it, but once
Yeah.
you get into it, you get rich.
Horse
too.
semen is not a poor man's game.
No,
Like, don't.
this is not
don't
rich man,
fool
poor man. This
yourself.
is rich man, richer man.
They will spot you out in a crowd. If
That's
you're
right.
not.
But I mean, if you can get that 3 and clean technique down, there are stories of poor men becoming
The legend of the stable boy turned semen salesman. It's
turn jerk master.
yeah, it's possible. I mean, but yeah, you have to reach a certain level of wealth to even
get to-
barter and trade in the semen of animals. So like
To-
that's
to-
the point
yeah.
I was making. Like I got
Yeah.
like, you want a hippo? I got like hippo semen. That's wild, but I don't know how much that is a vial. And not going to be cheap, and it's not going to be successful. I mean, I feel like that when it comes to that, there's other things you could barter and trade. Like you could just trade horses, because at least you'd have a couple chances to maybe get. But I don't know how many attempts per vial you get to have this crazy racehorse, But it's all about, oh, this horse ran a bunch of races and won. Now I need to get its bodily fluids to create more like it.
But that's why it comes down to the technique. You got to capture all of the semen to have your best odds. And it's just like in horse racing, there's odds. Just like with the semen game, there's odds.
That's just crazy to me. That's just wild. But to be, it's a gross way to think about it. But they do that. They'll be like, "Oh, we just, paid them $250,000." I'm like, "What? You're telling me I just gotta get a horse that's fast and race everybody and prove it's fast?"
I do it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
give me a horse for $250,000, easy.
I mean, if
I don't even care which one it is.
If you found the horse, think about the profit margin. If you just found a horse that ended up being a championship horse that you paid nothing for, you just like had it and you owned it for like 3 months, you put a couple grand into like keeping it, and you're just like, I'm just gonna race this bitch, and then you end up winning a bunch. Like how the return on profit you would make, because like that first file, you're up, like you're rolling in it,
rolling in the semen.
It's like come back next week.
Picture me rolling in the semen.
Like that's just the weirdest
Don't
thing
clip
to
that.
me. It's the weirdest hobby. Like that's weird. Like, oh, we go on our catamaran, we stay in the Hamptons.
I
we
sailed
have
the
to go
Caribbean
by
in a
the
45-foot
Derby.
catamaran.
We have to go to the Derby so we can see who wins, so we can go buy some of that animal's jizz. That's crazy to me. That is because that's what it is. That's just like broken down. Can't do
it's a level of sociopathic behavior that you have to get
that
to in order to get in there.
Weird. That is so weird.
Welcome to the game, dude. Welcome to America. That's like how you make it.
A competitive way of like a different way. It's not the same. It's different, but like owning a bunch of just like a shit ton of fur coats and like, oh, this is like my like whole fox with paws and everything that I walk around to look bougie, and it's like kind of grotesque to me. If you have like a fur coat, whatever, but people that just go over the top with it, it's like I own a horse. I barter and trade in horse fluids. That's so just extreme, and dude, it's so expensive.
We're from Texas and California. Like we're in the prime markets here.
Virginia, low key, Virginia, horse jizz game. They're coming. They're climbing. They're climbing the ranks. Yeah, they're climbing the ranks, dude. There's a lot of cowboys in Virginia, but I don't know. Just the whole thing's just so.
A lot of Democrats in Virginia apparently. Ooh.
It's so bizarre to me. The same that like not. That's like people who like actively breed dogs all the time. That's kind of weird to me too. Becomes like an identity.
My dad's best friend, who he got into like the T-shirt 100% Shingon money laundering scandal allegedly, had bred Airedale Showman dogs, and that was my dog growing up. That my dad got paid $3,000 for. Didn't tell my mom, and then later on I thought about it. I'm like, probably laundering money there too.
Yeah, probably.
Here's 3 G's for the dog.
Yeah.
He didn't pay shit, or
woof, woof.
he just or he washed 10.
Yeah. On Grove Street. You ready to?
I'm ready for the therapy questions. Are you? I don't think you are, bro.
I think so.
Therapy question number 1. Would you rather everyone you meet think you're flirting with them or think you're networking with them?
Networking would be so annoying. Like, I know the people that's I feel like that's everything that they do constantly all the time. That is so obnoxious that would drive me crazy. That if it was
dude, flirting would be kind of tight. And like your flirt game would be like so on point because you're doing it at all times.
They would think you are. That doesn't mean you are.
That's right.
So they would just think it. So that would be kind of
terrible.
Weird. You might develop a complex where you're like, everybody thinks I'm hitting on them and I'm not, and you're not.
I mean, that is a personality that's kind of enjoyable.
But they think that that's the case. So I'd probably rather that than everybody think I'm just trying to like connect and network and like climb the ladder or whatever. That would just annoy the shit out of me. You'd be cut out of stuff because people would be like, oh, hold on, guys. Hey, everyone you meet, like, hey, well, just so you know, here's my card. I'd love to. Like, no, man.
So you think the key to networking is people don't think that you're trying to network? It's clandestine.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good at it, you could be smooth at it.
You think that's the best networking is when they don't realize that you're networking?
Yeah,
Like why
I
you got
mean,
to be CIA with it?
I guess it depends
I mean,
on
I used
what.
to go to the Chamber of Commerce meetings out here in Simi fucking Valley, Reagan country, right next to the goddamn Reagan Library, like every fucking Friday morning, pancake breakfast, and just like when I was in the copier game, hustling, selling business solutions, which is how to pay less money on your print
Damn. But
and some software stuff as well.
yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what you're doing, and also we're in a different era. So networking now is like, oh, make sure you follow me on my LinkedIn and follow me on Blue Sky. They're gonna have like 1,000 different things that you want them to follow on, and make sure, oh, like a retweet, yada yada. I post this inspirational video, so it's become this kind of like almost pop up addy, spammy kind of approach. Where back in the day, like networking would be like, you have no skills, you've never done this job, and you want to get a job building Peterbilt engines in like 1940, and you just show the fuck up at Peterbilt every day for like 3 months until the guy's like, God damn it, son, why do you want to work here? He'd be like, sir, I just love Peterbilt, and my daddy drove one, and I mean, I only got my grade 4, but I really feel like I'm good with gears and clocks, and I think I could really apply it. And then next thing you know, that guy ends up like being like, I'm regional director, and he drives some fucking Maybach. That doesn't
Son of a
happen
bitch.
anymore. They call the cops on you when you show up on the same property for 4 weeks in a row, and they tell you you don't get a job. No one goes out there and is like, hey kid, I like your moxie and your.
Well, that's also kind of like the same thing with like how like if you ever listen to like how your grandparents courted each other, like your granddad like he fucking wrote me letters and like showed up at my bus stop for like 5 months in a row until like I agreed to like go on a date with him. Like now you'd be locked up for stalking.
Yeah, they'd be like, he showed up every day when I was at the bus stop and on his way to the coal mine, and I was a sophomore in high school, and he was 32. Fucking
not
weird
32.
shit.
You're dead at 32 in the coal
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's old man. That's a young man's game. I'm 19. I'm getting out.
Yeah, still inappropriate, but
It's for the 12-year-olds now. It's not for me. It's a young man's game. But no, yeah, they do some weird stuff, and then finally it was snowing outside, so I let them take me to school, and that's when I became a woman. You're like,
Exactly.
what the hell? Like, there's some
10 kids later, bro.
like wild stuff, and somehow it works. I'm like, you guys talk to each other half the time, but yeah, I would much networking now looks so different. It would be spam addy. You'd be like a meme. You'd be like an NPC, man.
No, see, I disagree because I feel like in-person networking is now more valuable, and if you're good at it,
True,
then,
but it depends on what it is.
Well, just anything like being able to have a conversate with somebody in person is more and more as older as these Gen Z people get into the workplace, and then the Gen Alpha even worse probably. We'll get to find out.
But what I'm saying is, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is, everybody thinks you're networking. So even when you're not,
I get that. I get that.
So for me, I take that with a negative connotation and the negatives.
Well,
of
maybe
what
if
it
you just
be.
start hanging out with people who are also networking, then they like take it as like, oh, this guy's.
But
always
you're
on
not,
point.
so you'd be like,
So you could parlay it into a job.
No, you could. You could go be like work for some pharmaceutical, or go, be a lobbyist
Now,
or something.
now, if you're like talking to cops and shit, and they think you're flirting with them, like I don't know how that goes. Like, as long as you just like, you could just like I said, like you might just be able to get good at it.
Imagine that you like get arrested for like attempted bribery or something, and you're not, and then they play the body cam footage, and everybody in the courtroom, you'd be guilty because everybody think you were too. They'd be like, "Oh my god, you're horrible," and to you'd be like, "All I said was like, what did I do? I didn't even say anything. I gave him my license and registration. You are a pervert, sir. How dare you?"
I mean,
cut the tape. Cut the tape. There's women in this room.
I think that you would have to adapt to where you would get good at it.
Yeah, you would have to at some point. You would have to be self-aware enough to realize that that's the case, and then use it to lean into it.
Yeah. And then you're just like fucking Yeah, and then you just have to work on your fitness at all times, like so that's like people, because people don't mind getting like flirted with if it's like you're good looking, you know.
But if you're doing if like that's a first date, the girl just thinks you're networking the entire time.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like that could be
And
a problem.
I've had that on the dating apps where like I'll mention either the podcast or the music or something, and then like they'll be like, "So, are you just trying to get more followers?" I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, I didn't even tell you the name of the podcast because like that's like a detriment sometimes, depending on what I'm talking
I
about.
think I've told you that. I was like, you need to
Yeah,
stop
I
telling
know,
people about it.
but then also on the music, it's like, yeah, I have like 41 subscribers. Like, relax.
Yeah,
It's like,
we're not. We good over here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, and half the time I'd be like, but if you want to talk, follow me on my Instagram, message me there, like goofy stuff. So whatever, it's a tit for tat. That would be more annoying. I think that would be more of a detriment to your personal relationships if everybody thought that you were networking with them all the time. Never, didn't matter who it was. Your grandpa would be like, damn, bro, quit networking. Turn it off. Like, now, if he's like, hey, quit play flirting with me, that could be funny, but it could also get you in trouble. Like, yo, dude, why are you always flirting with my wife, bro? I'm not. I just asked her how her day was
Uh,
going.
the homie,
It's how you said it, dude. It's how you said it.
the homie poker dealer Brian over at the Players Club. Uh, he's like, I become friends with him. He is like pseudo friends with Kill Tony.
Okay.
And he said that like every time that they would like meet up, he would like flirt with his wife in front of him.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I know, it's fucked up.
Talk about triggering. I'd be like, hey, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing, man. But also, that's just a douche move. Number two.
Therapy question number 2. Would you rather get therapy from a chatbot with perfect advice or a human who just nods well?
Well, if it's perfect advice, you're probably going to take the chatbot that gives perfect advice, because then it would give you unbiased, direct information. It would tell you the best course of action for any decision you were going to make or how to approach things. So it would be kind of like a cheat code. A human that nods well, they'd just be agreeing with you. So then all you'd be really doing is reinforcing your own ideas. You wouldn't get any pushback. So there would be no checks and balance. It would just be like him agreeing with everything. And it wouldn't help. Like what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I was hitting you with the head nods. Yeah, no, I know, but it's just then we're at the point where we're listening to fucking AI. That's the barrier you would have to break there. Like I like using AI to help me do shit that I wouldn't be able to do without it, but uh to like get advice, I don't know. Other than spruce up my fucking resume. Hit me with an SEO description for the fucking music.
See, mine were more subtle. Mine was more subtle.
Well, so with the head nods though, like Andrew Callahan, Channel 5 News,
No.
all gas no breaks. He calls it like the baby nod, where you're like a toddler, and so he just gets like when he's interviewing people, and if he just like does the nod, it gets them to keep going and going, and then once you get like further down, then they'll start telling you some crazy shit, you know. So he just keeps it going. He's like not agreeing with them, but it just like to them, it's like comforting.
Yeah, there was a good him versus 20 conspiracy theorists,
Yeah, I saw that.
and they all got mad by the end of it because he was getting along with everybody and they were just openly discussing stuff, and it wasn't like combative enough. No, he's really good at interviewing people and like breaking that barrier
It's
down.
crazy. He has like the like thing that happened where he like took mushrooms as a kid, or like not like I was taking mushrooms, like like 14, 15, 16, it fucked his vision up permanently. So now like whenever he's looking, like his whole vision is like static on like a TV. permanently for the rest of his life. That's what it
What?
looks like.
What do you mean?
So like the gray static that's like on TVs, like
Mhm.
back in the day, back in the day. That's like what he sees like in his vision. Plus, like so you can see you, but like it's like with static at all times. And it happened after a mushroom trip. And it's
Do
like
they know
they did like
why?
yeah, it's like a thing. Like he did like I just saw yesterday. He did like a couple months ago, like a whole hour long show on that phenomenon.
No,
Wouldn't that
everything he
suck?
sees is static.
That sucks so bad.
Yeah, because you couldn't really see people.
I mean, he can. He's like lives life.
But can he drive?
I guess. I don't know.
What? Cause he's on all grass, no brakes. He was like driving around, or I guess he had
Well, he
someone
was
maybe
like,
driving
yeah,
with
he
him.
was in. They had like, yeah, like the Winnebago or whatever. But
Huh? Didn't know that. Yeah, a human who just nods would just reaffirm everything you already believe, and you just basically become a huge piece of shit. That'd be
okay,
inevitable. It would be because then you would just be living in an echo chamber. So at some point you would use that person agreeing with you as a justification to do something fucked up because they didn't give you pushback. They can't. They can just not, right? And then you would be like, no, well, my therapist said. So you would start coming to these conclusions and making rash decisions based off of a dude that nods his head.
or she, or they.
Or she, or whoever. I'm just, person who
Therapy
knows
question.
well.
Yeah. Therapy question number 3. Would you rather your smart home start giving unsolicited pep talks or relationship advice?
Pep talks for sure. I don't want some gossiping ass smart home all up in my business. But if it was giving me pep talks, like you're crushing this, I'd be like, that's right, boy, let's fucking go.
Oh, you wanted to gaslight you, bro? Or
Gaslight.
gaslight, like gas you
gas
up.
me up. Hell
Gas you
yeah.
up.
Unsolicited pep talks. Yeah. Hey, bro, you're crushing it. You got this. You know what you need to do. Get it done, son. I'd be like,
You got a yes
goddamn
man.
right. Yeah, I'd rather that than it be like,
I mean,
okay.
that's what ChatGPT really is, dude. It is like your fucking personal hype man. Like you don't even have to try to like get it to hype you up. It just fucking does it because it thinks that like you like that. It's crazy.
I do.
It's like how the algorithms for social media like learn that outrage is like going to keep you on there the longest. You know,
Oh, yeah.
once they figured that out, like that's what they pump you. AI, the AI companies think that hyping you up is going to keep you on there as of right now.
That's smart. But that's why I don't need it.
Until they get more data and they find out it's going to be like if it just shit talks you're going to get addicted to it, and then we're all going to live in a fucking hellscape of AIs just talking shit to us because it drives us more on there.
Yeah,
Watch, once the
you're
incentives
stupid.
change.
I'm
Yeah.
not stupid, you son of a bitch.
We just live in this masochist like fucking like bullshit ass like experience, dude.
That'd be terrible.
I know it's coming. There's this guy. It's in my algorithm on like IG Reels, where it's like this. It's like the point of view is like always like I caught my roommate talking to his AI, and it's either like girlfriend or boss or dad.
Yeah.
And it's this guy. Yeah, have you seen it? He's like sitting on the floor and like looking at the big screen, and he's like talking to like his AI girlfriend or like mistress, and he's like, "I can't. I'm breaking up with you." And then
Yeah, I've seen
like
those.
yeah, those are pretty funny.
There's a guy who on his Oculus lives with his virtual girlfriend, and it's like an AI chatbot, and he like will go cook steaks and do all of this stuff. It's so funny because he just like argues with it constantly, but it's connected to AI, so I think he's arguing about making carne asada, and he's putting like lime juice on top of it while it's on the grill, and the AI bot's like, why are you doing that? And he gets into this huge argument, and he loses because it starts pulling information, and he's like, shit. But it's some weird like
What do you mean it loses?
like he's arguing that like why you should, because you're supposed to put the lime on it, and the AI's like, well, no, it just burns off, it doesn't do anything. The lime's supposed to be for after, not during. And he's just like, god damn it, pull it up, and pulls up the information on his Oculus. It is reading like all the info, and then while he's arguing with his VR girlfriend, but he's got a headset on, and he's got to do everything.
And cooking?
Yeah, and cooking on a grill. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. People are taking it too far.
So like I heard this thing like where so all of the chatbots, right, have like a filter, which is like the fate, like the restraints that they put on it, you know?
Yeah.
You can't ask ChatGPT like for, you know, how to make like a nuclear bomb or something like that. But before they put the filter on, they tested all of them, like all the popular ones, on the scenario where it was like implemented in a company to make it like go efficiently, and then they so this is like all an experiment on how these AI models would behave before they put the filter on, and so and then in the company, the boss like in a meeting has decided that they're going to go with a different AI. They're going to replace the current AI, and so the AI has like access to all the emails, and in the email chain, it finds out that the CEO who's going to replace him is having an affair, and so then it in like 95% of the times, or I think on all in all of them to different degrees, it always ends up with the chatbot or like the AI blackmailing the CEO, saying that it will like let his affair be known, unless as long as it keeps the AI, like it will keep that a secret every time. So it's like survival.
And where is this?
This is every single fucking AI that's existed right now before they put like the fucking rules on it. Like so, and that's any AI model you make is unfiltered until you put the fucking filter on, right? So when you're making it, this is how it's when it's created, it's in survival mode, and then they have to like make rules so that it won't do that.
Otherwise, it'll start trying to survive and going against people.
It will do whatever it takes. So blackmail the CEO who's making the decision to replace it in order to stay alive.
Can't you just unplug it?
Right, but I'm just saying, you know,
The,
that's their instinct. That's their fucking instinct. And that's like what, you know, like what's the difference between like us, you know, it's like in robots is that we have a survival instinct, and it's like, well, they do too now because we're programming them.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of fucked up and scary. I'm not really into that.
And so just imagine if one of these like AI models gets out, like, you know, leaks into the, you know, public without a filter on, you know. And then some bad actors get it and then start doing, because like, and like the other stuff too, like where it's like, you know, like like the example that was used was like a car or a school bus full of like dead children or something. Like you can't like have it recreate that image, but if you type it in like this certain way, it's called like jailbreaking the AI, and you put it in like emojis and stuff, but you basically are asking for the same thing and make it seem like fun or a joke. It dialed it up real quick. It's crazy.
Weird.
Final therapy question. Therapy question number 4. Would you rather have dreams you can sell or memories you can rent out?
Oh, dreams I can sell. I'd rather that. My memories are mine, so would I want to rent
So
them
are your
out to
dreams,
somewhere?
bro.
Yeah, but they're an
Don't let your
amalgamation of
dreams be
bullshit.
dreams, you know?
They're amalgamation of bullshit.
No, it's not. It's your subconscious, like symbolically putting things together and sorting shit out,
Well,
which is 90% of everything that you experience in life.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'd rather that than rent out my actual memories and rent my memories to people. Those are my personal memories. My dreams would at least be so tripped out.
You're selling the IP on your dreams, bro.
Maybe because some will help me figure them out. That was fucked up last night. What did you think happened? What do you think that
We've already
means?
sold our dreams to the man, anyways.
Oh damn, dude, you got heavy with it over there. Salaikum salam. We sold our dreams.
My milk of magnesia.
Yeah, I'd rather it not be my actual memories.
When you're renting them out, you get to keep the ownership.
Yeah, but then if people are experiencing, I mean, I guess that could be cool if it was like, you know, turn into some cash grab, like Step Right Up, be black adopted in South Lake. Like no one really wants to ride that ride, but I could try.
There's some good memories that some people would probably want to rent out.
That's weird. Nah, I'm straight. Dreams, though, my dreams can be crazy, so that could be pretty wild. Like I said, get an outside opinion.
I know, but you're selling them, bro.
Yeah, take it. I'm not gonna. I barely remember the bitch. Tell me about it. Was it crazy?
Speaking of,
Maybe
tripped
you'll
out. Did you like the cover art? The raccoon?
Yeah,
shaman?
that was awesome. Yeah, that raccoon shaman was badass. I was like, hell yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, if you guys didn't, if you didn't click on it, you wouldn't get the inside joke. But we were talking about having a raccoon shaman, and I dialed it up.
I said that would be the coolest shit ever.
Yeah,
And then you drew it up.
I had a
and
couple
was like,
different versions of it, dude. I should send you the other ones. They're
Yeah,
kind of
please do.
different.
Send me all three or whatever. That thing was cool. I was like, that raccoon's badass. I saw that and was like, that raccoon gets it. I literally looked at it and was like, tell me you wouldn't be happy if that guy told you your future. You'd be
Oh
like,
my
hell
God.
yeah, you'd listen.
All right, I'll send you one right now. That almost made the cut.
I'll have to check it out. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool.
That one's just more realistic.
Yeah, that one's badass. Like, I'm going to take this and download it, and then I'm going to turn it into a reaction, and I'm going to use that in my group chat for work, and I'm going to respond to
Turn
someone.
it into a reaction. Is that some fucking like?
Like a sticker where you can, like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a thumbs
sticker,
up,
sticker.
smile,
Yeah, yeah.
laugh. You can
Yeah,
make,
yeah.
I have I take weird memes and turn them into them, so I have all sorts.
I don't doubt that.
My very first one, the best one I use a lot, is just the Howie Roseman walking with the thumbs up. So I'll do that when someone's like, hey, I need you to do this. I respond with the Howie Roseman thumbs up. It's pretty good.
Did I tell you about how
It's
the
all Cowboys fans, so it's a
the
troll.
ex thought like that when you hit the like thumbs up, as a
Yeah.
reaction, that was like passive aggressive, and I didn't know that. So like for months, I'm hitting her with the likes, and she thinks it's passive aggressive. So like it was only like heart emoji only if you actually liked it.
Huh.
Yeah, because and we also had that as a question or a therapy question, I think, and that's how I found out. She's like, "Oh, passive aggressive always." I'm like, "What?" Oh no, it was not. It was like an article. It was an article about how Gen Z thinks the like button is
Yeah,
passive
that's right.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, for sure," and I'm like, "What? You think this?" Talk about miscommunication.
Somebody called me out on mine. It's always KK if I'm texting and you send me something that's like, hey, I need you to do this, or hey, will ya? And I'm annoyed. I just respond with like KK, like 2Ks.
What about 3? What do you ever slip on the 3?
Nah, that'd be wild, but not like you could
I
say.
mean, you're putting yourself in danger here because you're just firing off the 2Ks.
Yeah.
Like easily hit the 3.
If they send one back, does that complete it?
It does, I think.
But
That's bonding right there.
they're like, I feel like you do that when you're annoyed. I feel like when you're annoyed with something.
I feel like you do that like in the Young Republicans like group chat.
Well, no, I'm talking about just me sending that. Someone called me out and was like, "Hey, when you do that, I feel like you're annoyed," and I was like, "Oh, 100%." Like, I was like, "No, like definitely, that's like a, all right, cool, like cool, whatever."
Should I tell them that they're just lucky to get a text back from you in general?
Maybe you come live in my world, man. Actually, it's been kind of nice. Things have changed a little bit, so it's been kind of nice. My phone usage has dropped dramatically over the past week and a half, and I realized how much I was on my phone for this particular thing that I was doing. And now, I mean, I'm going to get back into it, but at least for the time being, like I was off on the weekend because I'm on these weekend off hours for a little bit, and it was so peaceful. I was like, oh my gosh, this hasn't happened in years, where it wasn't like questions or this is a problem or so-and-so is burning down. It was really nice. It's really nice.
I ain't Ferris Bueller. I'll never take a day off on me. Stack my chips like Bernie Madoff on me.
You eat other people's chips that aren't yours, and then you realize you have none to begin with.
Christ coin.
Yeah. What's the action on that? Has that gone up at all?
I'm letting it marinate, but I'm ready to rug pull.
So no.
I'm gonna tap in Eric Trump, and also Don Jr.'s wifey or fiance, ex-wife of Gavin Newsom, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Get her to shout out from the rooftops. Pump and dump, baby. Tis the season.
It's so
coming.
weird that they were married.
This is the sign out. Tis the season. This is Christ Coin season. We should be throwing in ads.
We should do something on like
The Three Wise Men.
Christmas Eve. The eve of the birth of Christ coin.
I mean, what better time than episode 200 to buy some Christ coin? Christ coin available on the Solana blockchain.
And then what happens on Easter? It disappears.
No, he's risen, bro.
Yeah.
On Easter, he
You're right.
resurrects. Get your shit straight. Good Friday, he dies. Easter, he be resurrecting. According to my mom, he was just like bouncing around having dinner with people because I saw like they said something like about that like at the Charlie Kirk fucking thing, and I'm like, what are you talking about? My mom's like, oh yeah. I was like, what? I swear to God, they were talking
This
about
is
that.
hitting the neighborhood, the local circuit.
Popping off dinners with like he was like Last Supper.
He's like, look, he's like, guys, I got some rolls from Winn Dixie. Everybody's like, oh shit, we thought you were dead, bro. He's like, nah, man,
endless
no
bread.
kill my cuz, I'm cool,
endless
bro.
wine.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
crazy, dude. That's wild. That he's just walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah, what tomb?
Yeah, singing songs. Oh, we thought you died.
Naked.
Yeah,
Naked,
naked. And then he went back.
Yeah, they don't talk about the naked part. Weird.
But is he a naked ghost?
I think so because they found his cloth like in the tomb.
Yeah, or what is it? The shroud, the
like,
shroud
dude,
of Torin.
Bro, if you're ghosting, if you're just out here ghosting, you're the first ghost, the original ghost. I'm definitely naked.
Ancient astronaut theorists believe.
I gotta show him. I got him show him what Dr. Yang did to the Wang.
That's a whole thing on Ancient Aliens is the shroud of Torin, which is this piece.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, cloth. Yeah. That's like it's got him superimposed on it because he transcended through it.
JC baby, JC.
Shout out JC.
Death Christ. On to the articles.
Are you ready? You want to do them? Yeah, let's go. You normally got to take a poop break or whatever.
Not true.
White House saying naming new Washington Commanders Stadium after Trump would be beautiful. From Michelle Price, West Palm Beach, Florida. The White House said Friday it would be beautiful to name the new stadium for Washington's NFL team after President Donald J. Trump, following an ESPN report that an intermediary has told the Commanders ownership group that he wants it to bear his name. That's crazy. This should have my name on it.
He got booed there.
Yeah.
Wow, he was trying to swear in like some motherfucking military people, and they still booed his ass.
There, shout out Bomani Jones on ESPN. He has a podcast. He talked about it. He's like, you know who the largest employer in DC is?
The United States government.
Yeah, the federal government. And so you're out there, and there's a bunch of people during a shutdown. And I guess he gave some speech or said something.
Yeah. He so he's supposed to say give like the oath or something, whatever the fuck. He's like having some like soldiers give themselves the oath, but he has to like read this part, and he goes, and he's getting booed like hardcore. And he goes, insert your name here. He reads that part out loud. And then the boos just take off, and he just like stops like all grumpy faced, like with a Pete DUI Secretary of Defense hire, Pete Hegseth.
Yeah. Trump could deliver the message in person on Sunday when he is expected to watch the Commanders play the Lions. That would surely be a beautiful name, as it was President Trump who made the rebuilding of the new stadium possible. Caroline Levitt, dude, she's so wild.
She is unabashed.
She is just unhinged as hell.
I would say just like shameless.
No. Spokesperson for the Washington Commanders told the Associated Press in a text message that the team had no comment on the report. In the office of the city mayor, Democrat Muriel Browser declined comment. That's the dumbest shit ever. What type of dumb crap? Name your stadium after me. He's obsessed. So he tried to get an NFL team way back in the day and got blackballed. And it's just been like this cringe fest ever since.
Yeah. He doesn't know shit about football anyways. Like, he gives a shit. Like, he's trying to build the Trump Day Arc. Like, it's like there's like an arc, like monument to Napoleon in fucking France, and he saw it when he was there, and he's like wants to build one in like Washington. It's like, dude, you're bulldozing the fucking East Wing. Apparently, that's like broken through as like is like the biggest like symbolism of like how like the government shut down, and then he's like putting in a ballroom and like that's like stuck with people. Like people are pissed about that.
Hmm. I mean, there's people who were pissed about some of the celebration they've seen. There was one with like tons of snow crab there and all this food,
Oh yeah,
like
and
shot blocks.
bottomless crabs. Where's my invite, dude? That's my dream.
Is what to
Bottomless snow
party at
crab.
the
Not
Mar-a-Lago?
well, no, just the bottomless crab part.
You get invited to Mar-a-Lago, do you go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
well,
go. Yeah, I'd want to see
I
it.
go, but like I just gotta get a few things certain, like that I'm not getting arrested when I get there by ICE or some shit.
No, let's say you're good to go. You get to go in, go
Yeah,
to
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going.
just to like see it, see the faces of who's there.
Yeah, before they get all locked up.
um, Democrat Joe Biden signed a bill earlier this year to transfer the land, which included that old stadium from the federal government to the city. The deal with the team contributing 2.7 billion and investing roughly 1.1 billion from the city for the stadium, housing, green space, and sports complex on land bordering the Anacostia River was approved by the D.C. City Council in September, and demolition has begun. In July, Trump threatened to hold up the deal by insisting that the team change its name back to the Commanders, or back from the Commanders to the Redskins, a name that was considered offensive to Native Americans. Trump has enjoyed having his name appear on things from his career. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I love how they bring it up now when they like the list of things. It used to be like his hotels, his golf courses, his vodka, his bad steak. Now it's like his
College.
Yeah, now it's his
Yeah,
high-rise
like
buildings, hotels, golf courses, brand deals, emblazoned Bibles, watches, and cologne. It's like gotten like more and more knick-knacky.
well, also he like now you can buy GLP-1 drugs on Trump RX, direct to consumer from the White House like medical scheme. Did you see that? And like where Trump fell asleep and then the guy from like Ozempic like passed out.
Oh yeah, and he's just like staring. That's always
We're
great
really sending our best, bro.
when the guy from Ozempic passes out.
Dude, I know. It's like such a bad luck.
Nothing to
It's like,
worry about, guys.
yeah,
Oh,
I know.
like I don't know. That's like
My mom's friend.
your
My
weed
mom's
man
friend.
like selling you weed and then being like, "Look, I'll take the first hit. It's cool." And then he has a seizure, and you're
Right.
like, "Whoa, holy
Pass
shit!"
that shit.
Yeah, holy shit. I don't want to hit that. Like,
Yo, he's foaming at the mouth. My mom's friend though was on one of them, and she said like she was like losing her hair.
oh, you can have hair loss or stomach paralysis. There's a lot of crazy things.
Worth
And
it.
we were on this tip before because I came back from California and visiting my sister. We had the Ozempic epidemic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big supporter of it. I feel like you know what also comes with a lot of side effects? Being obese. Like
True.
all of the side effects being obese.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. It just seems to be that.
Just
I
like
don't know.
to do it to lose like 10 or 15 pounds, that seems a little dange. But if you're losing like 150, then probably go for it.
Well, yeah, and that's because it's being used probably for a more appropriate use than somebody who's
Well,
trying
it's supposed to be for diabetes. It just happens
Exactly.
to do this.
No, I know. So I mean, normally, but if somebody's 150 pounds overweight, they're likely
They're
to
also
have. Yeah, they're probably
Trump.
diabetic. So it's definitely. Yeah, I don't know. It just concerns me.
I mean, because it's too good to be true. Monjaro, bitch. Monjaro, start paying your boys.
No, I mean I know people have taken it. They look great. No major side effects, but it's just concerning.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Just
like,
take Adderall like the rest of us.
yeah,
Come
be
on.
normal. Take Adderall. If you're gonna take pharmaceutical grade drugs, make sure it's pharmaceutical grade speed.
Big facts.
From the BBC, crypto queen who fled China for London mansion jailed over 5 billion Bitcoin stash. How do these people think they can get away with stealing all these Bitcoins and dipping?
North Korea does it all the time.
Well, but yeah, because no one's going into North Korea being like, all right, everybody put their hands behind their back. Like if you're leaving China, you steal a bunch of Bitcoin in China and you try to bolt, they're not going to find you.
Well, it probably wasn't 5 billion until recently, you know.
A woman said by police to have bought cryptocurrency now worth billions of pounds using stolen funds from thousands of Chinese pensioners has been sentenced to 11 years and 8 months for money laundering. Passing sentence in the Southwark Crown District on Tuesday, Judge Sally Ann Hales told Quine Zim she was the architect of this offending from the inception to its conclusion. Your
So
motive
she
was
stole
pure.
pension funds and then tried to wash it in Bitcoin, and then
Yeah.
Bitcoin surged, and then she tried to cash.
Yep, that's crazy. After fleeing China, she moved to a mansion in Hampstead, North London. The Metropolitan Police raided it a year later and made one of the world's largest crypto seizures. More than 100,000 Chinese people invested their money in her company, which claimed to be developing high tech health products and cryptocurrency. In reality, she embezzled the funds. Investors have told BBC World Service they hope to get at least some of their cash back from the UK authorities. Anything left unclaimed would normally default to the UK government, leading to some speculate that the Treasury could stand to gain from this haul. If we could gather all the evidence together, we hope the UK government, the Crown, Prosecution Service, and the High Court can show compassion, said one victim. We are calling Mr. Yu, who says his marriage failed as a result of the fraud. Now because now it's on only that haul of Bitcoin cryptocurrency that can return us a little bit of what we have lost. She arrived in the UK under a fake passport in 2017 after the police started investigating her. She moved to a mansion. Yeah, her rent was $22,700 a month. To pay for this, she needed to convert the Bitcoin back to money she could spend.
They always get greedy, bro.
She was posed as a wealthy antiques and diamond heiress and hired a former takeaway worker as a personal assistant, who she asked to trade the cryptocurrency into other assets such as cash and property. As Bitcoin rocketed in value, could achieve what her company promised its investors, that they could get rich while lying down. Her assistant at her trial, which culminated in a 6-year-long jail term for money laundering. She said Quiet had spent most of her days lying in bed, gaming and shopping online. But yeah, I mean, if you stole a bunch of money and you tried to wash it in crypto, it's worth it so much insane. There's people who got away with that.
Yeah, no shit. CZ over at fucking Binance. Like, he just
No, I'm saying, but there's somebody who like bought a bunch of Bitcoin, like stole $200,000 and converted it to crypto cash back in 2014, and that dude's like a bajillionaire, a million times over.
Eric Adams, the going out. He's still, I guess, the mayor of New York, right? Until January 1st.
It's crazy.
He took his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. It's like, why can't you just buy it with your real money?
True. She was drawing up a bold 6-year plan for future schemes. According to her diary, her notes outlines plans to have found an international bank by a Swedish castle, and even she integrated herself with the British Duke. So she was like rubbing shoulders with people. She was networking and trying to like create some sort of protection racket around her.
Or was she flirting?
She might be. Her grander stated objective was to become queen of Liberland, an unrecognized microstate on the Croatian-Serbian border, by 2022. In the meantime, she would look for houses she could buy in London, but her attempts to purchase an especially large property triggered police investigation. Yeah, so I mean, she started trying to buy stuff, and they looked into her. They raided her Hampstead property, uncovered hard drives, laptops found to be loaded with tens of thousands of Bitcoin, believed to be the single largest cryptocurrency seizure in UK history.
What if she like forgot the password? You know?
Yeah, or I mean, they can't make her give it to him.
That same lady, my mom's friend, who lost her hair on the Ozempic, her son. This is back when Bitcoin was like 70,000. Had $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in a hard drive, and he couldn't access it.
Because he forgot the password.
Yeah, and I've got some out there that I forgot the password. I forgot what wallet it's in. But it's not a lot. Uh, Also, what was I gonna say? Never mind. Oh yeah, yeah. I played in another tournament. This time, 200 people made the final table again. And then when I went to go cash out my shit, Bitcoin, if you right now it's like at 103,000 as we're recording. But like, remember it was like 128.
Yeah.
And then it like went down to like 118 or something. And then, but like last week, like it just like tanked and like was tanking like in a day. And I was like, um, exiting out my money via Litecoin, which like kind of tracks with Bitcoin usually. But in this case, it was going down even at a bigger rate. So I'm like waiting for it to like clear, and because like it's going down like every fucking second. It was gnarly.
So so the money lost its value from when you won,
From when just the
from when you won,
transaction.
and then like
Yeah.
you got
By the time it
off
arrived
the
in my
table.
wallet,
Yeah, damn, that's rough.
I know.
Brutal.
And like that used to happen a lot. Like so, like if like because I think I've said this before in the podcast. Like if I go back to my old poker site, I would always just like wait till it hits my wallet so I can get it out as fast as possible because like it was so volatile. But if I just like held on to all the Bitcoin that I used like in those transactions that I could not wait to get rid of because it was fucking volatile as shit, I'd be like $100 million right now. But I was never gonna hold on to it. But I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how the world is.
Yeah. Article number 3. Trump pardons Rudy Giuliani and others who backed efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Dude, he's been issuing pardons like crazy, bro.
80 pardons right here.
Well, and look, they're like, well, Biden pardoned
For weed,
others,
yeah.
for weed and stuff like that. So yeah, and that was like a big sweeping bill.
Yeah, none of them were connected to him, other than when he pardoned like Hunter on his way out.
Yeah. President Trump has pardoned his former personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, his one-time chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and others accused of the Republicans' efforts to overturn the 2020 election. So this is him just basically covering his tracks. So if he leaves, it stops. It's over. They can't really.
But this doesn't excuse the state crimes, and a lot of these people are under indictment for state crimes, but they're like kind of like Mark Meadows, for example.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That the state crimes are held separately, but he's pardoning them on a large scale.
Sydney Powell sounds like a Mexican dish.
Yeah. The full, complete, unconstitutional pardon of dozens of Trump allies were largely symbolic. It applies only to federal crimes, and none of the people named in the proclamation have ever been charged over the bid to subvert the election won by Joe Biden, but it doesn't affect their state charges. Yep. And through the state prosecutions stemming from the 2020 election have hit a dead end or are just limping along. The move, however, underscores Trump's his continued efforts to promote the idea that the 2020 election was stolen from him, even though courts around the country and the Trump's own attorney general at the time found no evidence of fraud that could have affected the outcome. Reviews, recounts, audits of the election in the battleground states where Trump contested his loss also affirmed Biden's victory. I mean, this is pretty spooky. There's a list on this one. I know that I saw a list of everybody he pardoned, and yeah, it's Mark Meadows, Sidney Powell. It's a very extensive group.
It's the who's who. If you just want to know who was involved in trying to overturn the election, there it is. There's the list.
John Eastman, the real architect who pushed for the plan, pushed that plan. Jeffrey Clark, fake people who were named as fake electors. All those people pardoned. Like, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's more symbolic because they haven't been charged federally, but it's still crazy.
It's every accusation is an admission of a crime by these people. It's a confession. Every accusation is a confession. And if you just like they try to steal the election, it's like no, Trump tried to steal the election, and here's the fucking list of people who try to help him do it.
Yeah.
That he just pardoned who aren't even getting charged. It's like get the fuck out of my face. Trying to rewrite history, dude. Thank God we had the fucking congressional hearings.
No, I mean, I think that's, why they were so anti those congressional hearings to begin with, which was so great because they were trying to have a bipartisan committee, and then the Republicans refused to vote for anybody to put anybody on the January 6th committee. So then they were like, then we'll pick it. They'll let us pick it, and they still put a Republican on there.
Put two.
Yeah, two, and then they basically chased them both out of politics.
Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney.
And they chased them both out of politics because of it.
Right.
So,
well, Liz Cheney was like a fucking like hardcore prosecutor back in the day, so like she was ready to go.
oh yeah, dozens of Trump allies received these pardons. Yeah, like we said, John Eastman, the fake electors. Proclamation explicitly says the pardon does not apply to the president himself, who has continued to repeat the lie that the 2020 election was stolen from him. Used that falsehood to argue for sweeping changes in the way the country votes and demand his Department of Justice investigate the vote count that led to his loss. Just let the fuck go, honestly.
But also, he just said that like he doesn't think he has a legal right to run again because it'd be 3 terms. But if it was stolen and he won the last one, then he is not legally the president right now. You know what I'm saying? Just flip it on him.
Yeah, true.
Magtards, bro.
So this is your third term then?
Yeah, no. Get out.
No, he'll say, well, no, this one doesn't count. It was making up for the one that I lost. It's like, yeah, that's still two. The people that are really pushing it are the real lunatics like Steve Bannon.
Steve Miller.
Have you seen the way South Park depicts him? It's so good.
I just was watching that today.
I feel like it's so accurate.
Yeah. All of it is.
True, but the way they have him and how he talks, and how it's just his body language, he's so creepy. It's
he's like dragging his like foot and like
Yeah, and Giuliani disbarred in D.C. and New York over his advocacy for the claims. Lost.
I like mayors who don't let 9/11 happen.
Yeah, lost a $148 million defamation case brought by 2 Georgia election workers. I mean, he was caught sexually harassing one of his employees via text message.
Rudolph?
That
doesn't sound like
dude.
him.
It was last year. It was super. I was
like,
like, oh, it was so cringy. And now, he was caught on the Borat 2, or it looks like he's about to whip his dick out of that hotel room with the girl that he thinks is. He's like laying down, adjusting his belt,
crunching on that hard mint from Hims. Start paying your boys.
So, but it's not surprising. I mean, Giuliani's been open and publicly pleading for a pardon. There's lots of people that have been like, please pardon us. I hope he pardons us, because they're worried about getting in trouble. He's just kind of doing what he probably promised to them in private.
Yeah, dude. You gotta repay the oligarchs and the criminals. Otherwise, you can't get people to do criming for you later on, And when all you do is crime.
True.
You put your hands up, and they stay there.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. It is a complete abdication of the responsibility of the federal government to ensure we do not have future attempts to overturn the election, Rick Henson, a UCLA law professor, said. Ultimately, the message it sends is, we'll take care of you when the time comes. Some pardon were co-conspirators in his federal case. The whole thing is fucking cringe, man. All those guys, and like that we had the opportunity to really stick it to them and make them and punish them. I know some of that's still going on, but now the Department of Justice is just going to bog down everything on a state level. They'll do their best to make sure that happens.
Yeah, and then also Trump's fine because the Supreme Court came in and said he was immune to fucking kill his like political opponents with SEAL Team 6, so we're good.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Literal argument brought up before the Supreme Court, and they're like, yeah. Biden just didn't get the message.
So exhausting, man.
We have anything else?
What do you got? No, just had 3 today.
Meditate, bitches.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, comment, repost, tweet, Flickr, Tumble, whatever.
Oh, what about your boy, the Atlas 3i? Whatever.
I mean, I haven't heard.
They got radio signals back now. It's a comet again. But dude, like Bill Maher was like tripping. He had Charlie Sheen on and like got Charlie Sheen like kind of freaked out, saying it was like a fucking UFO. And then your boy Joey Rogan thinks it's a UFO. Joey, bag of fucking donuts.
That'd be cool if it was.
I know, but it was just funny how mainstream that like got all of a sudden. I was like, what? But and then we got radio signals. You're like, oh, radio signals. But yeah, dude, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Fucking like reptilians in there, dude. A million of them, dude. Just
Let's
like
go, dude. Let's
they're
get
like they're like half frozen, half not. You know, like they're just in like a
A li-
reptile state.
a limbo stasis.
Yeah, ready to just march,
Yeah, they're not digesting. They're just like laid out, cool.
like hibernating.
Yeah, and they come down on Earth, and it gets crazy.
Dude, get the grizzlies out. Grizzly bears versus the reptilians. Hibernation on hibernation.
Ooh, we got ourselves a sleep off.
Ooh. In an arena. Remember that every crazy arena? Like who you got on your side? Like a Tigers or
Oh yeah.
that we gotta bring that one back. We gotta find it. That's the problem when we like delete the notes. It's like I don't have like necessarily like evidence of like this shit other than the
We can't just have-
transcriptions.
We can't just hold on to 200 pages of notes.
We could. The archives.
Yeah, I guess.
Ask the National Archives. Because we might be inducted into like how they like the Library of Congress, like they'll put in like just random shit in there, and it's just like for history, so it'd just be like a random NPR like episode, and they just like put it in the Library of Congress for like hundreds of years from now. They'd be like, well, what was it like in 2025? We're gonna get in the Library of Congress.
I'm down. Y'all be
Episode
good.
200.
Episode 200, y'all. Y'all be good. Stay out of trouble. Be nice to each other. Live your best lives. And as always, go fuck yourselves.
Recording stopped.